In this video, I'm going to expose the exact strategy that you can use to make at least over $15,000 a month, because the first time I started using this strategy, I had a $15,000 month trading. So I'm going to go over the exact strategy with on-chart examples so you know exactly what you need to do and so you can implement it into your trading. So instead of continuing to stay stuck where you are in your trading right now, watch this video all the way through and I guarantee you will know every single part of this strategy because it is so freaking simple. This is one of the most simple strategies ever out there, and that is exactly why it works. So let's break it down. It comes down pretty much just to two main things. Right out of open, we're looking for our first draw on liquidity to actually get swept. And as soon as that happens, we are looking for our entry confirmation. It is only two steps. It seems extremely simple, but you need to break down the actual draws on liquidity and what our liquidity sweeps could be, because you got to break it down into three sessions, right? We got our Asian session, we got our London session, and now we're in New York. We trade New York. So right out of New York open, what are we either looking for? We're looking for either a pre-market high or a pre-market low to get swept out, or we're looking for a London high or a London low to get swept out, or obviously Asia high or Asia low. So it really just comes down to one, our daily bias, and two, what draws do we look like we would take? In this, we're clearly bullish, so we would most likely want to take any type of these pre-market lows that are right here or this London low to be able to then reverse to the upside. Because at the end of the day, it's simply not probable for us to come all the way down here to these Asia lows and then reverse. No, we're looking for the first reaction off of that first draw on liquidity. So now that we got this, let's get straight on the charts and let's actually go over this so you can see it for yourself. Onto the charts, we are 5 minutes before market open right here. Where are our draws on liquidity? We have London high right here. We have our pre-market high and our pre-market low right here, with our Asian lows resting down here, which are very relative equal low. And overall on the day, I did look to conduct a bias. I have a bearish bias because we have these relative equal lows down here and we have a ginormous inefficiency in the market all the way down here. So I'm looking for price to continue bearish. As pre-market, we have already swept out this London high and we're showing a rejection to the downside. So I know my bias is bearish. I want the market to go lower, but we've already swept out a London high. So what does that mean? That means we're probably not going to push back up to sweep it again. So there's going to be some sort of a low resistance liquidity or an internal sweep. And this is why I said before, you are looking for that first draw on liquidity to get swept. So for this example, we would look for this internal pre-market high to get swept right here, as it is also resting within a 15-minute fair value gap right here, and there's a lot of this 5-minute fair value gap that has not been filled yet. So now this strategy literally does not get any simpler than just wait for this draw on liquidity to get swept and then look for our entry confirmation. Scale down to the 1-minute time frame. What can we see? Right out of open, we get a push straight to the upside, doing what? Taking out this internal pre-market high and filling the rest of this 5-minute gap and filling the rest of this 15-minute gap. So now our first draw on liquidity has been swept. That was literally the first step. So now we simply just need to sit here and wait for our exact entry confirmation to show itself to hop in this trade. And what is our entry confirmation? The entry confirmation for this strategy is extremely simple. We are either looking for an inverse fair value gap or we're looking for a CISD to the downside in this example. So we need to wait and see one of these two happen, and then we can instantly get in this trade because we already saw our draw on liquidity get swept. Literally 2 candles later, we get a very hard V-shaped recovery, inversing this 1-minute fair value gap right in front of our face. So bang, that is our entry confirmation. We are entering this trade. We are putting our stops at the high, and we are going to then be targeting our next draw on liquidity. For me, I'm going to be targeting this pre-market low down here. So it's as simple as enter, place the stop loss, place the TP, and put in a break-even point. And for me, I'm going to go break-even right here at this New York AM low. And then it is as simple as just play the trade out. And you can see that this trade played out absolutely perfectly. Yes, we went into a little bit of drawdown at first, but our bias and the idea was right. And we instantly flushed right back to the downside, went break even, risk-free trade, and absolutely smacked TP. This is exactly why we did not need to target down to these Asian lows. This is all we need on the day. You simply just need to catch your piece of the pie when it comes to trading. So just to make sure you guys can understand this fully 100%, I am going to go over one more quick little example. For this example right here, you can see right out of market open, we get a pump straight down. And where is that pump straight to? It is to this pre-market low that is sitting right here. And what do? We take out out our first round liquidity, and we're looking for this to reverse to the upside. And the main reason I want to see this bullish is because there is a ginormous 4-hour fair value gap and imbalance in the market right here that we are now filling even more of. So our drawn liquidity got swept, being this pre-market low. Now we simply just need to see this push to the upside, and we need to see our entry confirmation, which is inverse fair value gap or a CISD. So we got our V-shaped recovery and we got our push to the upside right here. But as you can see, there is no fair value gaps within here to get inverse. So at this point, we are simply looking for what we're looking for, that change in the state of delivery right here, which we get. So what are we doing? We are making sure we are entering this trade and getting in it as fast as we can. My stops are simply going to go at the low of this candle, and my take profit is going to be this London high that is resting over here. And once again, what is my break even? My break even is going to be this pre-market high that we have put in right here. So now it's just as simple as let the trade play out and see, bang, we absolutely end up smacking TP for a 2.26 risk to reward, catching 70 points on the day. Once again, that is all you should ever need when it comes to trading. This is the strategy that you need to implement into your trading as soon as possible if you actually want to hit a 5-figure month. Because as soon as I started using it, I hit my first 5-figure month. And this strategy has consistently proven to show that it works day in and day out within the market. So you simply need to use this to your advantage, and you need to stop waiting and ignoring this strategy. And also, I did not give away every single detail to this exact strategy because one, I keep that for the program and for my students. And also, I do actually give more in-depth breakdowns on my second YouTube channel, which is my full breakdown YouTube channel. So if you actually want to see this and you want to see of how you can master this and know every single in and out, make sure you check out in the link in the description below. I will have the link to my second YouTube channel where you can check that out. And also, I do go over this fully in depth in a free 3-day boot camp that I've built out for you guys. If you do want it, it will help your trading so much. It will excel you to the next level, as it covers every single thing you need in trading, from the strategy all the way to the mindset of exactly how I take these trades every single day. So there will be a link in the description below for my free 3-day boot camp that I have made for you guys, that I've put so much work and absolutely just so much free value into. So make sure you go check that out, and you will learn even more about this strategy. So if you did make it to the end, I want to thank you so much. If you could hit the like and subscribe button, it would mean the most to me. Leave a comment for the next videos you want to see, or if you have any questions. And once again, I will catch you guys later. Trade safe and peace out.